It is October 24th of 2019, and my new GoPro Hero 8 Black has arrived. Now, I've had some issues with the 7, I will admit. Stability issues, basically. It overheats if I leave it running too long. Say in my car off a battery, in this case, which is really just a metal shell holding it. With the large memory card that I have in there, it'll just fail. It'll turn off or stop recording. That's pretty annoying, some stability issues. Now, if I go with external power for the whole time, I've been fine. So, yeah, I'm going to unbox the 8 here shortly, but I just want to mention my primary objective is to hopefully have my stability issues behind me. So, this is the chip I'm using. It's actually on their compatibility list, and I'm about to try it out in the Hero 8 Black. All right, let's get going with the unboxing. It came to me straight from the folks at GoPro. I bought this at their store with a pre-order early in October. And it arrived a few days ago while I was actually away. This is my first unboxing of the device. Wow, that's a really thick bunch of plastic at the top. Feels like kind of a shame that that goes in landfill. That's my initial impression. And we have kind of a tamper seal style approach to opening this, where it'll be pretty obvious that it's been opened. And what else is on the box? Well, just a list of features, a little bit about the app and the store. A little picture that shows the new mount in the bottom. That's very appealing to me. And then finally, waterproof, 4K, 60 frames a second, 33 feet for waterproofing. All right, let's get going with the unboxing here. So, what do we have in the bottom? I'm not sure. How do we slide this off? It's been a little while since I unboxed the other one. It does seem like it's the same kind of box style. And I'm forgetting how I did it. Wow. All right. Looks a little like complete destruction might be in order as I try to pull this out. There we go. A lot of friction. Okay. Nice little fake image on there in sticker form. And you're not going to be putting a rubber cap lens cover on this because it's a much stubbier lens protrusion. Just pointing that out. You're not taking the lens off anymore either. Mode button. All right, let's get going with what it comes with, and we'll take it off this little stand. Not the easiest unboxing experience. Helps if I do it correctly. There we go. Little ad for cloud recording. All right, this talks a little bit about the getting started process of how to remove it and get going. Some GoPro stickers. And gosh, mostly about battery safety, it would seem. I don't see anything useful in there. Okay. All right, pretty simple. We've got a USB-C to USB-A adapter, a battery with a cover. That's important for travel. You wouldn't want to just toss it in your travel bag. Well, maybe I'm wrong about that. No, it's got this blue thing on there permanently, I guess. Is that a new battery type or not? No, the same type, just got blue on there. All right, whatever. And some sort of sticker mount. Seems like the top of a helmet since it's curved, right? All right, you remember the quick start guide? Let's put that over here and show what to do. Well, unscrew this. Nice. Feels nice and solid. This plastic feels pretty strong. Lays down flat. I like that the mount no longer gets in the way. You could actually, say, rest it on a counter. Definitely a step forward right there. All right, now it's trying to show us how to open the device up. And that's done by sliding down here. All right. New mechanism. Out the side. I'm not a big fan that, well, you can't just leave the lid off. Sometimes the lid's kind of annoying, and if it's in a car, say, I don't really need the lid, but it doesn't look like this lid is going to be coming off, and there's a piece of foam here to really shove the battery in solidly. So just going to have to live with that. That's how it goes. Kind of a tight fit. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that works. Okay. Lock that back down. So yeah, that means I have this lid, hinged lid hanging out if I want to use USB-C, say in a car for a long time lapse or whatever. All right, let's take off the sticker and let's have a look at powering it up. And I'll probably go out for a ride in my car and give it a try. Interesting. It is on. I don't really remember pushing a button there. All right. Like all GoPros, it might have a firmware update waiting for me, so I might want to do that. Go ahead through the initial setup here. Legal stuff. All right. Well, this setup, the camera I'm recording on, is the one that's going to have the GoPro app. So I'm going to need to go ahead and link it and go ahead and try out its features. That's it for my initial unboxing of the GoPro. You'll notice an LCD display in the front there. That's new. And a microphone hole there. Rubberized start-stop recording button and a mode button. Let's say we can skip out of this or hit the little I. Okay. There's my camera name. Yep, I'm going to want to set it up. I'll go ahead and do that next. Okay, I found a nearby older iPhone 7 to borrow to proceed with this video of the initial setup. So, I launched the app and this came up right away. Turn your camera on. My camera is on. Turn on Bluetooth on the phone. Is that off for some reason? Yes, it is. That did not help. All right, should be fine now. Swipe down in Preferences, Connections, Connect Device. Well, let's see what happens. We found it. So if I had Bluetooth on, it would have been just fine. Nice and easy pairing. You'll see the camera went into its main screen there. And just leave that name alone. I imagine now I might be offered a firmware update and you'll see the battery's at only 16%. Here is the update. It's grayed out because, well, it's downloading. I probably should have tapped on Learn More to see what version it's about to offer me. Okay, now it's directly connecting to the GoPro, so it's going to do this over Wi-Fi rather than Bluetooth. And it's very likely to complain about the low battery. So I'm going to want to go ahead and get this guy plugged into something. We're also getting a weird null warning or error. It's a little odd. Let me go grab an adapter. Okay, had a laptop nearby. Let's go ahead and get this guy charging. USB connected to a computer. Darn, didn't really want that. Just want power. Let me go ahead and use a power brick instead. Turn it on. And now we just have plain old power to charge that battery up. All right, where were we? It says null. Let's see what happens if I tap update. Something went wrong. Got it. Okay, so we didn't get the firmware update done, but we got through the wizard and got through low battery. These are all things you're likely to experience when you unbox yours. You'll probably have a similarly very low battery when you unbox yours. Mine's now at 16% and charging. Well, I do have a problem with this. Camera update, no, showing up again. All right, there's what I expected. Battery level too low, micro SD card, and not enough space. All right, so it's time to put a micro SD card in there and see if that prevents that one complaint, but it probably still won't let me proceed. So we've got the gold pins facing this way, so you can see the logo. And it's in. Again, not a fan of that hinge. All right, well, that's what it's going to look like hanging upside down in my car mount there. Let's see if the screen orientation changes by default with gravity. Apparently not. All right, while we're looking at that and got an SD card in, we have an SD card, but that's still coming up. How about I do a force quit of the GoPro app and see if we do any better. Okay. For whatever reason, it may have disconnected from the Wi-Fi. I'll need to take a look at that. Let me see what network connection it has right now. So it does appear to be connected to the Wi-Fi network of the GoPro. So I don't have any idea what the issue is at this point. Wireless connection's on. Five gigahertz, that's nice by default. Well, I do not know what the problem is here. That's taking way too long as well. I'm looking at the properties of that connection, the network connection. It's 10.5 to 5 to 100. All right. And auto join is turned on. I don't know what the deal is, but it is connected. I don't know. Let's reconnect. Okay, the GoPro is back and connected. At some point I should probably connect to my GoPro account or log into my GoPro account because I just installed this app on a different phone than I usually have. I am really having trouble here. All right, what do you do when you have problems? Well, you can maybe reboot the device, or power cycle it. So you push and hold power, it says powering off. It's taking a while. Probably checking the integrity of the data on the SD card or something, I don't know. That's a really slow power off. Okay, that's off. Unplug the battery. So now the GoPro has no power whatsoever for a little bit. Let's wait a little bit. While I'm waiting for that, I'm looking. Can you take out those 2 screws and does the hinge then pop off? Yeah, I don't think so. All right, putting things back together. Nice solid feel to tightening that. All right, got a viewfinder now. Battery's still quite low. Let's see if the gravity works. Yeah, so gravity works for inverting the display now. That's cool. And let's get charging going again here. Actually, let's see if we can connect without power attached. Okay, it goes back to the join Wi-Fi prompt. It's not asking the password for the Wi-Fi. So that could very well be the problem. Okay, we get back to this mode for update. We know it's going to whine about the power. So I'm giving it external power now. And I'm still getting that weird null thing. Nice. Now it's actually transferring. So a little progress there. That's good. So yeah, we saw some weirdness, clearly. Get a little closer here. Where it was a bit buggy. I'm trying to figure out what it's supposed to do and how it's supposed to do it. I think I'll probably just publish this video uncut because others might run into these same kind of weirdness issues. The biggest thing I did to shoot myself in the foot was had Bluetooth off on the phone before starting to record this video, so that you probably won't run into. But this other stuff, yeah. Power cycling, the GoPro seems to have done the trick and got me into a mode where I can actually complete transferring files. It still had null showing on the firmware updater, so that was odd. Okay, it finished. I'm going to tap on done. And now we should have the latest firmware on the camera, and hopefully I can connect reliably to it. For battery, 29%, but because it was plugged in externally, it let me proceed with the update. But here we go again with the connection issues. I don't know what's up with that. Okay, it did warn me you might need to rejoin the camera network, right? It said that after the firmware upgrade. So hopefully I'm in the home stretch here and everything works. We'll see. Alright, it says showing low resolution of your video. Cool. It's working. So that's good. We have preview working. We're stable after the firmware update. It's all good. Any new features here? There's photo mode, stream, time lapse. Okay, they move things around a little bit. And here, just tap while recording to switch between real time and time warp. That can be handy in a car. So it's good. For post-processing or in production, well, yeah, it'd be really good to not have time lapse going. If something happens of interest during a long journey, it'd be cool to tap on the screen, have it go to real time, and then go right back to time lapse when you're done. Cool. All these other settings, orientation, GPS, voice control, beeps, LED. That looks pretty good as is. Let's set the date and time. Alright, should be now okay. HVC, I'm not quite ready yet, so I'm going to leave it on most compatible for now. And I've actually recently transferred all the files from the SD card. I'm going to go ahead and format that SD card and get ready for a nice fresh start with the Hero 8 with nothing left over from the 7. Version there of the camera shown there. Charging SD card capacity should show right here. 34,000 photos or 8 hours and 4 minutes of video. Nice. Okay, I think I'm done with that setup. That's for time warp. If we go to video and click on the wrench again, it's pretty much the same stuff. So, let's have a look back at the camera here. If you're a GoPro 7 user, you might notice some changes. That's under general. Alright, that's all the same stuff you saw in the app. Anti-flicker, interesting. Okay, date and time all set, that's good. 50 minutes is a little long for the power off. I'm going to go with 5 to save on battery. Sorry, I was a little off frame there. Just realized I was cutting off what you could see. My apologies. Alright, well this video was mostly intended to be an unboxing video. Now I've kind of gone a bit beyond and a bit about initial setup. So we can see my serial number, my version number, firmware, updates we already know we handled, battery info, looks like it's a healthy battery. And sometimes I'm just not tapping correctly or missing the tap point, I don't know. The word's just slow, I think. Okay. I did not want orientation left. Alright. What's the snail about? Okay, so that's new. Turn that off. Do the mode button on the side. Oh, I really didn't think I pushed and held it very long. So it powered right off. Okay, push and hold the button for about a second to turn back on. Alright, we're back in time lapse now. Time warp, excuse me. Nice. So time warp is what I want. But I want 4K. Okay, that's interesting. I don't see any way to get out of this submenu. Okay, there it is. That was weird. Lens wide. Linear. Okay. There's nothing in between, so I'm not sure why a sliding scale is of any value. Okay, wide, speed, auto. So that's interesting. How on earth could it... So, I guess I'll try auto. But how on earth could it know how long you plan to record? I don't know. I think I'm going to do a 5 because that'll work pretty smoothly for kind of around the town driving. Alright, I'm going to go give that a try. I need to plug in. There is something I forgot to do in the earlier segment of video, and that is take this mount off here. So it tells me to remove this rubber. And up a little bit. Alright, so it's telling me to remove the rubber and push back to slide back, like that. And now, this is just packaging that could be set aside or stored. This is a mount I might use for stuff. here, flip these down. That's just a traditional GoPro mount. And you put the threaded screw through there. So that's it for the unboxing. Time to try it out in the car, and I no longer need all this stuff. Just get rid of it and attach it, so it's nice. Now that that's tight, it seems very sturdy. No wobble whatsoever. That's it for my look at the GoPro. Oh, well, almost. Never showed you the front, but yes, it tells you what settings you're in. It's not a selfie camera, though. You need an optional accessory for that, and that goes on the top, I believe, where it shows a preview display of what's going on. I'm actually not aware of how that attaches. Let me think about that. How do the accessories attach? I don't really remember. There was a quick video on GoPro's site about showing the different attachments. But anyhow, the orientation of this is changing based on how I hold the camera. Battery, SD card life, modem in. Is hyperlapse what that means? I don't know. 4K mode. Alright. Now I'm going to go ahead and start time warp.